Renee Liao. We're going to be bringing to you the powerful approaching systems fast start training here. This is going to allow you to just get right to a quick start in approaching people. So Renee is actually one of our ambassadors, council members, top income earners, advisory board members, and myself, I'm also one of the ambassadors, top income earners, and council members as well. And we're going to get right into it here. So Renee's going to talk to you a little bit about why it's important to not say too much when talking to your prospect.
Okay, thank you, Lior, and hello, everyone. So again, the key thing here, folks, is to be the messenger and not the message, okay? So again, what we want to show you here is why not to say too much. And the reason why is because, when you see the presentation, you're going to form your own opinion of what you think of the business. And if you try to explain that to someone else that you just, at home that you just saw, it's not going to make much sense because you're giving them your opinion of the whole entire business, and that can't work. So what you want to do instead is give them the proper information. So, for example, if I came up to you and asked you, do you want to have your own jewelry store? You probably would say, well, no, thank you. There's too much competition out there. It just doesn't make any sense for me. It won't interest you. But if after a proper presentation for 45 minutes to an hour, you found out that I was offering you the opportunity to become a franchise owner of Louis Vuitton jewelry store, you'd be all over that. So again, the way you want to properly do this, of showing your contact the proper information, is by using a tour. The tour is the only option. So we're going to give you some examples now of exactly how to approach your person the proper way here.
Great, thanks very much, Renee. So we created something called a 1, 2, 3 approaching system, and the way that it works is, so step number 1, when you first see the tour, you're going to be all excited, and you want to make sure you stay excited when you talk to somebody, because as our CEO Ramin says, if you light yourself up with enthusiasm, people will come for miles to see you burn. So just let people know that you saw something really exciting, you want them to take a look at them, and invite them to come and see the tour, because that way they'll be able to get all the information that they need. Now, step number 2, they might have some questions about what it is. Well, you can give them 2 sentences and then invite them after that. And the 2 sentences are, the company is a Canadian designer fashion house that manufactures its own products and was the platinum sponsor for the 2010 Toronto International Film Festival. They are looking for luxury consultants to help them expand worldwide. So now that person has an understanding of what it is, and then you're going to invite them to get some more information by watching the tour. Now, step number 3, they might want some more information, so we have some tools that you could use, like the prospecting card, like the networking times insert, like the preferred magazine, to give them some more information, and we're going to talk to you about more tools a little bit in the future as well. So that's a really quick 1, 2, 3 approaching system you can use right out of the gate. Now, we're actually going to get into some scenarios of what those conversations might look like. And the first conversation we're going to get into is a conversation where somebody has seen the tour and wants to go home and talk to either their spouse or a relative or a friend about it. And
so in our example over here, Ashley, I'm going to be the person who just watched the tour, wants to go home and talk to, my spouse or my family. In our example today, I'm going to want to go home and talk to my brother, okay? So because I know my brother, I know what his itch, so what he's looking for, and it might be money, okay? So here's what it might sound like, so I go home, I see Lior, my brother. Hey, Lior, how was your afternoon today?
Oh, it's pretty good. How was yours?
Well, it was amazing, Lior. We've always been talking about making more money somehow, or having enough money for a trip, being able to buy our house and moving out of our parents' place and pay off all our bills.
Yeah, that would be great. We talk about it all the time.
Well, I just met someone who was just like us in our shoes 2 years ago. He used to work for the Ottawa government 9 to 5 and wanted to be able to travel all over the world. Anyhow, 8 months later, he was able to not only start traveling all over the world, but he was also able to leave his government job. Today, he makes around $40,000 a month every single month. Lior, this is it. I need you to come and take a look at this with me. So when are you next available? Does tomorrow 1:30 p.m. work or 7:30 p.m. work for you?
Wow. Is this really true? How does it work?
Okay, well, the company is a Canadian designer fashion house that manufactures its own products and was a platinum sponsor for the 2010 Toronto International Film Festival. They're looking for luxury consultants to help them expand worldwide. You'll be amazed once you take a look. So does tomorrow work for you?
Yeah, tomorrow works, but how does everything work?
Okay, well, honestly, I'll be doing you an injustice if I try to explain it to you as I just got the information tonight. So it's honestly much better for you to look at this yourself with me, and I'll answer all of your questions. So how about this? We'll go for dinner tomorrow night around 6 p.m., my tree, and we'll go over all the details later.
Okay, free dinner sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so that's a simple example of, again, someone who's not a just joined the business, wants to go home and talk to, their warm market, and we'll give the example we have today.
Yeah, so the example we have today is you're sitting at work, you're having lunch with a coworker, and this is basically one of an examples of a conversation that you can have with them. So this person really doesn't like their job and they're not happy. So I'm going to be the person who saw the tour, who's the new member, and Renee is going to be my coworker. So Renee, how's your lunch?
Oh man, it's the same old thing. We have the same lunch every single day.
Great. Well, you know how we always talk, and you tell me about how unhappy you are with your job. I know it's not something you want to be doing for the rest of your life.
Yeah, who does, right?
Yeah, well, I actually met somebody last night who was exactly like you. She used to work for IBM as a senior team lead and was making pretty decent money, but ended up paying huge taxes. Was just not happy with her job. She was overworked and underpaid just like us. Now, she also used to study at the University of Toronto in computer science and graduated with honors. Today, not only has she been able to fire her boss, she saves between $3,000 to $9,000 every year on her taxes and was also earning over $20,000 a month. And she's very happy with what she does, spends only 15, 20 hours a week working from home.
Well, are you serious?
Yeah, I wouldn't joke about something like that. You have to come and take a look at this and see how she did it. Do you have time tomorrow night or Thursday night, 7 p.m. for 45 minutes to an hour?
Well, what's that all about, though?
Well, it's a Canadian designer fashion house that manufactures its own products and was the platinum sponsor for the 2010 Toronto International Film Festival. They're looking for luxury consultants to help them expand worldwide. You'll be amazed once you take a look. So does tomorrow work for you?
Okay, well, how does it work, though?
Well, to be honest, I would be doing you an injustice, and I couldn't possibly explain it properly right now. It's better that we meet up after work. How about this? Let's go for dinner, my treat. We'll sit down after for a coffee, and we'll go over all the details.
Free dinner, I'm in.
All right. So those were a few examples. That's what we wanted to go through with you. The next steps is if you want some more in-depth training on this topic, please refer to the Powerful Approaching Systems training located in the GWT webinars of Info Central. This is Renee and Lior saying thank you very much for your time, and we'll connect with you soon.